Hello, students. Today we are going to read the poem On His Blindness, written by John Milton. This is a sonnet, and John Milton was a great English poet. He is known for his world famous epic Paradise Lost. Due to constant hard work and study, he became totally blind at the age of 44. Milton's poetic style is grand and majestic. There is a wonderful union of intellectual and imaginative powers in his poetry, and this is the famous sonnet of Milton. Milton became blind when his life's most important work was still before him. He is sad at his blindness because he feels that he can't write poems and serve God with his gift of writing poetry. He grumbles against God, but his patience consoles him. The sonnet is divided into two parts, the octave containing 8 lines and the sestet containing 6 lines. Milton, when thinks about the loss of his eyesight, he becomes sad. He is left alone in this dark and wide world. God has given him the talent of writing poetry, but this talent is lying useless with him. It is death for him to hide this talent. His soul is ready to use this talent and serve God with it. He wants to present his true account to God, but is unable to serve God with this talent because of his blindness. He fears that God will rebuke him for not using this gift of writing poetry. Then Milton grumbles against God. He foolishly asks whether God expects the same labor from a blind man as from a man with eyes, although he himself has made him blind. But his inner faith stops that grumbling. Milton realizes that God doesn't need man's work. He also doesn't need the return of his own gifts. Those who patiently bear the responsibilities given by God are his true servants. God is like a great king. Thousands of angels serve him. These angels rush over land and ocean in order to carry out his orders, but some angels only stand by his throne, waiting for his orders. They are also his best servants. Now I am reading the text, and after that I will explain line to line summary. When I consider how my light is spent before half my days in this dark world and wide, and that one talent which is death to hide, lost with me, useless, though my soul more bent to serve there with my Maker, and present my true account, lest he returning child. Here the poet feels sad at the loss of his eyesight. Before the half of his age, he is left alone in this dark and vast world. God has given him the gift of writing poetry, but this gift is lying useless with him. He feels that it is like his death to hide this talent of writing poetry. He is ready to serve God with this talent and present his true account, but he can't do so due to his blindness. He fears that God will rebuke him for not using this gift. Thus, these lines show the poet's sadness at the loss of his eyesight. Now we are discussing stanza second. I am reading the text. After that, I will explain The lines of stanza second. Doth God exact day labor, light denied? I fondly ask, but patience to prevent that murmur soon replies, God doth not need either man's work or his own gifts, who best bear his mild yoke, they serve him best. Milton is said at the loss of his eyesight. He grumbles whether God demands work from him, although he has himself made him blind. But the poet's patience calms down his murmur. It tells him that God doesn't need either man's work or the return of his gifts. Those who patiently bear the duties given by God are his true servants. Thus, these lines show Milton's faith in God. Now, we have come to stanza third. There are three stanzas in this sonnet, and as all of you know, sonnet is a poem of 16 lines, 14 lines. Stanza third. His state is kingly, thousands at his bidding speed, and post over land and ocean without rest. They also serve who only stand and wait. Milton's patience tells him that God doesn't need man's work. God is like a great king. Thousands of angels are at his service. They rush over land and ocean without rest in order to carry out his commands. But some angels don't walk. They stand and wait for his orders. They are also his best servants. Thus, these lines show Milton's faith that the best service of God is to have complete faith in Him. Thank you, students.